YouTube live dashboard. Can I've accidentally labeled it attempts 4 again. But there we go. Okay. So, starting a new run. Yes, so the basic premise behind this is we want immortality. Oh, oops, I did the wrong thing. It's fine. I'm supposed to choose a past wreath and shadows there, so we're resetting. Yeah, so the basic conceit is we want to be immortal. There's this kingdom on the southern continent that controls immortality, and they're hoarding it for themselves, and we want to have it either for ourselves or to distribute it to the masses or whatever. And there were 7 people that almost managed to steal immortality for themselves. They failed. We are trying to get the band back together and succeed.
Okay, so is the point of this game to get those 7 specific people?
Yeah, so there are several ambitions that you can choose for victory conditions. This specific speedrun is immortality %, which means we
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, which means we're choosing that specific goal. Where we need to find those 7 people or replacements for them.
Okay. And when you get all oh, sorry.
Because there are a couple that we can't get. But yeah, continue.
Okay, and when you get one ambition, is that the end of the game, or can you keep going?
So that's the end of this character. You can then make a new character and get some of the stuff from the earlier world.
Okay.
What I'm currently doing is I'm resetting the game because each time it gives me a little bit more money.
And that's allowed?
Yes, because as long as I start a new file from the very beginning.
Okay.
So time starts when the new lineage starts. Okay, so now we become a priest. We want immortality. We just choose the fastest one to click. Sure, we'll do that. We need to read the morning papers. And start going. Yes, so in order to find those 7 people, they've all fled. So they all fled after the attempt was unsuccessful to various places, and they all fled to various places underneath the ocean. So the first part of the run is getting a submarine, which is it's just a submarine but with a Z. Things in this game have Z's because it's the Unterzee, because Dutch people found this place first. So we need to get a submarine, and then we need to go around and find these people under the water. We need to do all their miscellaneous quests. We need to assemble them back with the former leader, and then we need to provide several very expensive items, and then we win the game. yeah, so the first about hour and a half of the run, hour and a half to 2 hours, is getting the submarine and getting the expensive items. And then the next is fulfilling all the quests.
Gotcha. And do you have a record, or?
No, I have not completed an attempt yet.
No, I gotcha.
Because there's a lot that can go wrong. I'm just gonna get rid of this pop-up. But yeah, typically the first hour and a half is the sketchiest part because it's when you have the least amount of resources, you're the least powerful, and all that stuff. So one fun thing about this game is that the map generates randomly. It's not completely randomly. Essentially, the map is divided into a 6x6 grid, essentially. Sorry, I need to focus a little bit on menuing. Oh no. Oops. Okay. Alright. So, the map is divided into a 6x6 grid. Each of those little squares of the grid are shuffled around every time the map is generated. And there are 5 kind of areas that will always have... So it's like each square in the grid has one of 5 or 6 places it can spawn. The leftmost column, the bottommost row, and the top right corner are always the same. So London always starts in the far left, third from the top. Above London is Venderbite and the Tomb Colonies. Above that is Wither and Codex. Below London is the Cumaean Canal, which leads to the surface. Below the Cumaean Canal is the Iron Republic, which is a vassal state of Hell. Hell exists down here too. Below them,
that's fun.
Yeah, below them are the Grand Geode, which is just kind of weird. And then the bottom row is Grand Geode in the bottom left, Port Carnelian, which we'll go to, Crying Heights, which we will very much avoid. After that, there's Adam's Way, which we don't have any reason to go to. Varchus, which we do have a reason to go to, because it's free money. Then King Eater's Castle, the Vor Fort, which we will go to for reasons.
If someone's into it.
Yes. There's a lot of eating people in this game.
Like, on your part, or just, like, the monsters?
All of the above.
The fuck?
Yeah, we ended up having to become a cannibal at one point because it's optimal.
So it's your speedrun strat?
Yeah, basically.
And, like, if this is recorded, am I allowed to be swearing, or should I shy away from that?
Yeah, you can swear.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, cannibalism is a strat. It's not incredibly useful, but it is a little bit useful, and that's really all that it needs to be. So back to the map layout. So these So there are 6 tiles that are kind of home waters considered. They're the nearest to London. And the 6 tiles will always be some combination of the same tiles. The Salt Lions, the Shepherd Isles, Pigmote Isle, Guider's Mourn, and Demo's Gate. And then another one that's just kind of empty and pretty useless. Likewise, the 4 non-determined tiles on the rightmost column. It'll always be the same 4, but in which order they appear is different. The top row. Oh, that's the big pirate. Yeah, so the Alcaius class corvette is a particularly nasty pirate lady. She's quite valuable to run into once you can actually consistently fight her, because you get good rewards from defeating her. But she will kick my ass right now. But yeah, the 4 in the top, between the top left corner and the top right corner, they are always the same 4, but in a random order. It's like that. So the specific layout of how this all works is very interesting for the purposes of the run. Because you need to do a lot of routing on the fly. Oh, god damn. There's a fluke in the bottom left corner. I'm not going to fight it, because I can't justify that.
Yay. Oh, hi, Emma. Emma's giving you the silent treatment, Liam.
Evidently. That's alright. I just check the map from time to time to make sure I'm on the right course. Mostly out of force of habit.
And push to talk. Hello?
Ah, hello.
Is the voice that I'm saying being transmitted to the world?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I knew I should have done voice training yesterday.
Oh. No, it's all good. If you want to, you can just hang out in the YouTube chat, and I'll try to respond to your stuff.
Gotcha.
But you are, of course, welcome to stay.
You can just transcribe things for me to read out loud.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you want to give me that power.
I didn't say I would transcribe everything you wrote out loud.
Okay. Wait, let's do an example real quick.
Are you sure? Where are you writing?
I'm writing in the YouTube comments. I would appreciate a transcription of the thing that I just said, Adrian.
I'm not seeing anything.
In the YouTube
live
chat? Yeah, in the live chat.
Live chat. Oh, Blahaj, cat girl, ooh woo, communism.
Close. You got the tone wrong. But not bad.
I mean, I wouldn't try to go for the perceived tone of the sentence. I don't think I'm physically capable of doing that comfortably.
You should preface everything with just Emma asks.
Emma asks,
says.
Lahaj, cat girl, uwu, communism?
Excellent question, Emma.
It was a yes or no question.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. That's the correct answer. Good.
So yeah, I was giving Adrian the spiel. Basically, there's a group of priest kings that is hoarding immortality for themselves, and we want to steal it and redistribute it among the masses. And to do that, we will need a submarine and 7 people who almost did it, but failed. Who are currently scattered across various dwellings on the seafloor. So, big
Is
mushroom.
Z floor, right?
Correct. Well, overuse of the Z is a sure sign of a landlubber.
I thought it's a Z though, right?
Yes, but if you just go around applying the Z willy-nilly to everything, then you're not a real Zaylor in the lore.
But I wasn't misapplying it, right? I know I'm getting overly caught up on this, but like...
No, I guess it would be the Z floor. I'm just being very silly.
You're gatekeeping me?
Yes.
Adrian, that means you get the gaslight roll, I believe.
I get the gaslight? What?
If I'm the gatekeep, Emma's the girl boss. So,
Not just for
gatekeep,
gender...
girl boss.
Not just for gender validation. The other two people here aren't girls.
That is correct. Anyway. Yes, I need to find people in
Sorry,
underwater
you were
settlements. And get the band back together.
Does the voice chat need to be stored for posterity, just in case, so that you can show that you weren't getting hot tips from us or something?
No, it's just easier to record my commentary as well.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So you can upload the whole thing without anyone's voices, right?
I'm not sure. Since it's being streamed, I think it's just automatically uploading to everything.
Okay.
But
Like,
yes,
I'm sorry.
no,
I remember I was recording some gameplay between me and my friends using the software called ScreenFlow. And what I didn't know is like ScreenFlow was advanced enough that it could record individual audio outputs like the video game or like individual voices. And I got this really haunting recording because I forgot to record my friends' voices. That it was just me talking to myself, basically.
That's great.
Especially because like we were in like in a haunted forest, I think. So it's just ramblings of a lonely fool.
No, I'm having it so that it streams both my microphone and my computer audio. I'm not sure exactly how I'd set it up. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out with some tinkering, but...
Yeah, and just like, if you don't want to record one way or the other, you could just like talk to us over phone, I guess, and just record on the computer.
That's true. That's true.
There's someone at my job who is very friendly, but like, he's really dumb.
Okay.
And like, when he's working with the students, for example, like we have one student who needs to work with two separate software, and this coworker will try to get two separate computers and log into both of them with the student's account. And it just doesn't occur to this guy that he can have two separate tabs open.
Nice. Now, since I'm here, and I found the cats.
The cat? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
This is the Isle of Cats. I'm gonna do some piracy things. I want the port report. Where can I taste red honey? Cool. I go to the honey tome. I don't have enough fragments. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I can't do much of anything here for the moment. I can try not to get... Alright, full speed. Because the mean pirate lady would kill me otherwise. If I do full speed too often, as you can see, my ship's propulsion devices will occasionally explode. So I'm trying not to do it, even though it is fast.
Oh, right. Is the new route you've planned out, are you still going to end up hunting for the whatever the fuck's at the end?
Yeah, the flukes. Yep. I mean, I'm theoretically hunting flukes wherever I see them once I have my better ship. It's just the thing that we would need instead of flukes. It's just a lot of hassle and expense. And money is already tight at the end of the run anyway. Now we just go to the temple and we just listen to mantras over them. Because it lowers my terror. Wait. Okay, yeah, we're good, we're good. I think the guardhouse has something. Yeah, that's Memory of Distant Shores and a fragment, so that's good. Then I go to the inn, I sleep, and I had a dream. And now... wait. So there's this mechanic in this game called Something Awaits You. You get it every minute, and it's just like a trigger that lets you do certain stories in ports. It's designed to keep you sailing around, such that you don't just sit at a port and spam through the story. It's a neat little mechanic when you're playing the game casually. For speedruns, it means that right now it is optimal for me to sit and do nothing for 1 minute.
And you confirmed you don't have to pull out and back in again, it looks like.
No, I do have to pull out and back in again, actually. I just did that real fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't get it if you're just sitting around. Yeah, there we go. So I'm doing this because I need them to give me a mirror charm that I can then sell to a big dusty man for 1,000 money.
Sure.
And that's Varchus.
And now you're going to pray a bunch while you wait?
Oh, not quite. Now, since I'm heading out... Oh, no. There's a big dust storm, which sucks, because it lowers your maximum speed. So
Technically, it blows. It doesn't suck.
Thank you.
Sucking would be imposing a negative pressure. It's imposing a positive pressure.
I see.
That's not even true. That's like a little bit true, but not particularly true.
I think it's just a bunch of dust. Or, sorry, it is the killing wax wind. So...
I feel like there should be a Z in there somewhere. But I guess that's why I'm a fake sailor.
Yeah, you're a landlubber. But yeah, so the reason that everyone's on the seafloor is because in exchange for trying to break into the Garden of Immortality and, you know, steal it and redistribute it, they were all cursed. And so each of the 7 has a different curse. And so the quests you need to do are basically getting around their curse. or finding replacements if the curse is unworkable.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know why I'm so low on fuel. It's probably because I recruited Maybe's daughter. Oh no. Oh, I think this run's about to die. Because that is a very powerful ship. Oh, no, I can full speed to try to get away. Whew. Alright, so I will be getting 5 fuel here. When I let off an engine here. Maybe's daughter increases engine power, but does not...
Increases fuel consumption?
Yeah. Bad for efficiency. Port. And then because... Well...
Oh, and this is the same setting that Fallen London takes place in, right? Fallen
Right.
London's the city in this? Okay.
Yes. Fallen London is specifically right there. There might be a little bit of delay.
There is. But it's like bottom left corner.
Middle
oh, no,
left.
Middle left. Yep. And then I'm forgetting, is this a roguelike or roguelite?
Kind of?
Or are things
Oh.
pretty much in the same space? Uh-oh.
Yeah, hold on. I need to get away from this boy while I am
Uh-oh.
moving slow. I think I'll be able to make it. Yeah, okay. Well, it's scuffed, but here I go. We're good. I made it through.
I'm honestly feeling a certain joy in seeing Liam panic the same way we do in his campaign.
Yeah, that was just Liam encountering a Liam build.
Absolutely. Do they sell fuel here? Yeah, for like humongous prices, but well, I would rather pay a lot and not lose the run. Anyway, yeah, so the map generation is actually really interesting. Essentially, the map is shuffled around. You can conceive of the map as a 6x6 grid.
Mm-hmm.
The leftmost column and the bottommost row and the top right corner, like the one there, are always the same. And then the rest of the tiles get shuffled around, but each tile only has a limited number of places that it can get shuffled to.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, in the rightmost column, you'll always get the same 6. The top and the bottom are set, and then the 4 in between are always the same 4. They're just shuffled around what order they appear. You can bring, in terms of when you die restarting, you can bring a few things along with you each time
And you can
die.
pick, right? Like you can
Yes.
pick which inheritor you are, basically.
Yes. And if you end up having a kid, then from then on you can pick 2 instead of just 1.
You can have kids in this game?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can pursue a marriage, and then if the only problem is if you cheat on your wife or husband with one of your officers at sea, they will leave you and take your kid.
Understandable.
Yeah, and then you no longer get to pick 2 things.
You can't get... Can you get gay married and adopt a kid instead?
Yeah, I mean, there's no... All of the text is completely gender neutral.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Very
like
cool.
talk about a child, is the thing, and it's like it says like in the description, whether you adopt, sire, or fall pregnant with this child, they're your legacy now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Very rad.
Okay, so this is Estival. Okay, so we've seen Estival, we've seen Spider Place, and we've seen Turtles. So just the monkeys are left.
And right now, are you just filling out the map so you'll know where to go?
Kind of. I'm also going on a very elaborate fetch quest to get a tricky late game item. It's not really a fetch quest, it's kind of a gopher quest. But it's to get a tricky late game item
Gotcha.
that I will need in the late game. Basically, I'm doing a giant loop around the entire map to figure out where things are, gather supplies, and get enough money to purchase a big boy ship. That's part of the newness of the route. I tried to do without the big boy ship last time, and then I lost a run at the 4-hour mark to a fleet.
Right.
And it was very sad, and we all cried.
Obama was there.
Also Adrian and Hannah. But mostly Obama.
Right. No offense to Adrian and Hannah, but...
I'm zoning out at weird times.
I just said you were less important than Obama.
I heard those last two sentences. I'm not going to ask for context because it's funnier this way.
Although you have committed fewer war crimes that I know of.
That's probably a bit spicy for a speedrun recording.
Yeah, let's not put this like when it's going to be left on the internet.
Oh no.
Like, just like live on YouTube. Hey, remember all those times Adrian committed a war crime?
Oh yeah, sorry. That's incredibly fair.
You're fine.
But yes, so this is the monkeys. There's going to be a lot of clicking here.
Is your index finger ready?
Oh yes. Basically, I need to scout all of these places. I can't do anything with that. Boat. I need to scout all of these places and assemble a comprehensive port report. And yeah, that's. I'll turn that in for money and fuel. Back when I end up in London. So yeah, by playing Fall in London, the browser game, you can get this item called the Whisper Locked Box. That sends you on a massive fetch quest across the entire Z to open it. And nothing I read in the rules bans you from using it. So I hope I'm allowed to.
Every time you say Z, I think you mean the pronoun.
I'm glad.
What? My girlfriend just gave me a look. No, I'm yelling at her. You're good.
Oh, okay. This is Hero. It's a bit tense, but in Tish. The gimmick of Irem is that everything here is written in the future tense. Yes, I want that. I want that. I want that.
That statue from the top down reminds me a little bit of Mass Effect 1 Geth.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh yeah, you've played all the Mass Effect games, right? Most of
That's
my other
true.
friends have only played two and or 3.
Mm. Yeah, the ME1 Geth are. That game's something.
The ME1, you can just say the ME1 or something.
True. But yeah, in this game, I might end up having a tactical affair. Because if you fraternize with your officers, it reduces your terror. And last run, there were a couple times when I really needed that terror reduction.
Hey Liam,
Yes.
completely random question.
Oh no.
In our D&D campaign,
Yes.
would that same mechanic apply?
I'm pleading the Fifth Amendment on this one for now.
Okay. You did say that the mechanics of this campaign were heavily inspired by Sunless Sea, so I am going to be I'm just asking you to take that under advisement.
Alright.
No, I'm doing this from like the opposite angle. I'm curious, in what parts of this run will have me go, oh, yeah, that's familiar.
For me, it was the buying and selling of coffee that did it.
Yeah. One of the first things you do in this run is you buy 5 coffee and trade it for 5 silk.
Like, take notes, Emma. This is how we'll be able to speedrun Liam's campaign.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you already chose not to get the submarine, so.
I mean, like,
Wait, is the thing you have now a submarine?
No, I need to unlock the ability to turn it into a submarine.
Okay.
and for the record, I was pro submarine, but the rest of y'all were like, Adrian, that's stupid.
But why, though? Do you know what that fight with the whale would have been like if it had been...
Would have been
If the
real
hull had
fucking
been...
cool.
That's what I thought. Like, I want to
If the
see
whole-
these things close up.
Well, you'll get to see them up close at least once. Probably
Yeah,
not more than once.
But, like, I realized after last session that I am doing a pacifist run of the Underdark, and I think that's wonderful.
It's very funny. I have my lights off so that the Hellboat won't find me.
What was the thing that I was going to say? I mean, does it count as a pacifist run if you're buffing people who then go on to kill people?
I think that's just an aiding and abetting run.
That's fair. I'd say at a certain point it goes beyond that, just because you continue to help and coexist with them, despite knowing that's what they're doing.
Oh, also, here's the cannibalism part.
My damage output has been consistently 0, and that means I am a pacifist, obviously.
So I need to try and become a cannibal. I am not a cannibal yet.
So,
We believe in you, Liam.
Thank you. Yeah, so there's a chapel here. They offer you free food. It's people. Sometimes it's people. I think there's like a 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 2 chance for it to be people.
does the fact that it's people change things mechanically? Like whether or not it's people?
Yes, so if you eat people, you gain a quality called unaccountably peckish, which is the quality that says you have participated in hard form.
You had to put it like that, didn't you?
I did. And
Okay, so calling Obama a war criminal was too spicy, but the thing you said is fine.
yeah, Vor's fine. I'm not planning on monetizing this. But anyway. Yeah, so you get unaccountably peckish, and that's important for a couple things. It allows you to throw a nightmare down the well here, if you have a nightmare, and that's important because it gives you a cool scar that you can show to the Dusty Man, not for big money, but for like some money. No, damn it. Alright, well, not a cannibal yet. That's alright though. Oh, fuck! Okay, that's real bad. So that's Mount Nomad. I think she one-shots me. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, cool. So, we get to try again. Yeah, so Mount Nomad does 80 damage per attack. The starting ship has 75 health.
Oh, wait, did you lose?
Yeah.
No.
It's all good. We'll just start another run. The beginning of the run is pretty slow. There's reset 1. There's reset 2. When I hit accept on the third reset, that's when I split.
So, are you saving all of this, or are you only gonna, like, save and post the run that works?
I am technically... It's being auto-saved because I'm doing it through YouTube.
Okay.
So, it is all getting saved, but I'll only submit to the leaderboards what works.
Gotcha. And YouTube will just let you store that much, like, because that's a lot of data, like, in terms of
Yeah.
video files and audio.
This is just the equivalent of uploading a 4-hour video.
Yeah. And it lets you do... It says you can do up to 12 hours, but, like, I think you can technically do even more. Oh, I forgot to read the newspaper. That's fine.
Did that have a mechanical benefit?
Yes, it would have given me recent news, which I can trade at the lightship. For a Z story.
Gotcha. That's the light ship, the little boy
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a nothing square.
Do you technically have to post it as a video or not even? Just, I'm surprised that they let you do that even though it's not, like, being seen by anyone. I'd assume they'd only let you post that much content if you were gonna, like, upload it.
I am uploading it. like.
Oh, so it will just be a video?
Yeah. All YouTube live streams are just accessible as a video.
Okay.
After them. I'm basically just uploading it live.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. They have all been uploaded. Yep.
And now, since I got the bad spawn, I'm gonna need to do a little extra exploration here. Show me the prick fingers. Go. I'm gonna have to go down to the Echo Bazaar. I'm hoping for a better Isle of Cats spawn than I've had in the past 2 runs. Yeah, so since I didn't get enough XP to fill that bar at the bottom left up to full, I need to sail down this little area. See the Echo Bazaar. Gives me enough to level up. Because I need to trade a secret for admission into the prison. Officers, equip. Don't think I need anything else. And split. Yeah, I'd say most runs that end up being lost are lost during this initial loop around.
Because that's when you're at your most fragile, right?
Yes, it's when I'm at my most fragile, and also it's when I'm going through the hardest areas of the game. The way that you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to just kind of gradually explore out from London. The further east and north you go, the harder it gets. And I am doing a loop around the very east and north of the map. You know what? I'll fight the crowd. Does lose a minuscule amount of time to fight the crowd, but it was in my way. I never claimed to be good at speedrun. I only claimed to be willing to do it.
Fair enough.
And now we wait. Shepherd's Wash is interesting. That's actually pretty good. I can steal sonar schematics from a place near here. And I will need to steal them to get a submarine. And they're technically sonar schematics. So yeah, this is a pretty good spawn. It would be very good if the Isle of Cats were directly south of here. Because that's one of the places that I need to return to the most throughout the run. Yeah. Basically, there is a tremendous and obscene amount of RNG in this game.
Which doesn't go well with speedrunning.
Well, it means that the perfect speedrun is very, very unlikely to happen. It means that it is kind of fun to have to route on the fly a little bit, depending on what layout of things you get. Okay, Drowny's here. Not terrible. Isle of Cats could still be in the second best location. And the way that I know what map quadrant we're going into is that in the logbook in the bottom left, there will be little messages that pop up when you pass into a new map square. And I've memorized basically all of the relevant ones. So for this one it said, "The Promised Sea, all through this place the song of the Drownies lies shivering sweet along it." And I know that that means it's the Fathom King's Hold. Oh, and there's a fluke. I'm not gonna fight it, but there he is. Damn sea urchins. So those birds they do a lot of damage and they're really hard to fight. I'm just hoping not to get seen by them. I don't think I will be, but it's just something to be careful about. And that's Port Carnelian. So I'm hoping that the Isle of Cats will be directly to the east of the Fathom King's Hold. If that is the case, that's a pretty good spawn. After that, it gets into territory. I was confused as to why there was an anchor symbol there, but I realized it's because there's an undersea location there. Sea of Autumn, Mangrove College. Not bad. So Visage is in a bad spawn. Don't know if it's going to be in the worst spawn yet, but it is in a bad spawn. Daughter. Yeah, I don't think I'll run out of fuel. Famous last words. So the remaining possible squares are Utter Shroom, Isle of Cats, and a nothing square. And we should know fairly soon which is which. Alright, here's the mushroom. Also an unexpected parallel to the Underground campaign. The map not fucking working.
Yay!
Sometimes places that you've gone will just randomly be dark.
You gotta stop stealing these details, Liam.
I know. I'm shamelessly ripping it off. We're above Adam's Way, not Arches yet. So, we're going to continue sailing east, and we don't want this next one to be a Visage in the Isle of Cats. If it is, that's the worst spawn. If it's not, it's the second worst. So this is not Visage. That's good. Just need to go down to Varchus. suddenly having doubts as to whether or not I actually went to the university in London. If I didn't, that would be a rude surprise. The wax mold. And we're out of the wax mold. That's nice. Which side of purchase? Okay, I'm on the good side. Let's see, Demontrose. Turn to the city center, go to gardens. Let's go. Cool. Turn to the city center, the inn. Sleep. And now, wait. Oh, damn, I didn't actually go to the university. Oh, that's probably... Yeah, that would be a reset. Well, it's getting late enough that if I actually had a run take off, it would end up going too late. So I'm probably going to call it for today. I'll be back at it again tomorrow. I don't really have anything better to do now. But yes, it was fun talking with you.
Hell yeah. I probably won't be able to join tomorrow.
Very understandable.
This is the one day where like work doesn't end for me at 7.
Oh, yeah. Super valid.
And it's funny. Actually, no. What?
I was just saying super valid.